Yo, Wiley.
It's 103.5 The Beat. You are locked into Unfiltered, powered by Collective Fish Bear in the Bahamas. Say it with your chest and the respect that it deserves. You're there washing side off, talking about snorkeling.
Snorkeling, beloved.
Kindly drink responsibly. Smo and Drew in the midday.
Whatever. We got a special guest in the building. We got Gapseed family in the building. What's going on, bro? We ain't even prepare you. We just gone.
No. It's full tilt. We just in here.
We didn't even give you a heads up.
We got Mr. Jamaal in the building, a.k.a. Red Shirt. Because everybody's been like, the one in the red shirt, the one in the red shirt. Him. From Gapseed is here. And, of course, we got JD, the creator, who also as well participant, also back in the building. How you been? How you be? You don't got your partner in crime on the side of you today, but, you know, you're still with family.
Yeah, you're bothering me. I guess you'll get at me talk.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you got it. We ain't got nothing to put in the cup. I know, but, you know, there we are.
No, I cool.
All right, good.
No, because the last thing you want to do is put something in the cup, apparently. You get a little too spicy. So listen, Gapseed was an experience for all of us. What was it? First of all, how'd you get involved with it? Because I thought it was genius of JD to pull you into this.
Pretty much I went there one evening. She gave me a cup of rum and sipping on in front of the camera. So, yeah.
You know what? That sound about JD.
Yeah.
That sound about exactly right. That's not okay.
I mean, don't do me like that. First of all, he's not gonna say. But Jamaal is a very supportive friend. He's a part of that friend group that I mentioned that existed.
When I keep saying friend group, don't cuss me.
He is in the friend group. He is in it. He's there.
It's a weird bubble.
But no, he's not gonna say it. He's not gonna do it. But Jamaal has been a part of that friend group for the past. That's been together with me for over 10 years now, and he is a very supportive friend. And so, if it's one person that keeps me on my game, it's really him. Like, it's him that'll message me at like 10 o'clock in the night with a 2-minute voice note of an idea of something that I should flesh out. And he was like, okay, I think you should do something with this. Okay, bye. And then he like disappears. So like, he is like really, and then the thing is, because he's so quiet and introverted.
I was about to say 2-minute voice note. He said maybe like 5 sentences on the show.
Don't get me wrong.
But every bar hit though. Every bar hit.
He had an appeal. Like, that was the thing about it. Like, people were like, oh, who's the guy who's not talking? Like, I want to... Who is he? Does he have a girlfriend?
But then by the end,
and then he finally opened his mouth. And then he finally opened his mouth. He was like, "Ooh, you telling, you snitching right now." Like, but that's just and like he says, that's when the liquor started hitting.
I just feel like he was triggered by the whole poor people food thing. I feel like after that he was like, all right.
Yeah, his whole energy changed. Hold on.
He's like, okay, wait a minute.
I thought I knew my boy.
See? He's like, we got some stuff to talk about.
No, you could ask my one, JD. I remember specifically being like, yo, them two dudes funny, but the dude in the red shape, I said his brevity, like the way he landed these jokes, right?
Yes.
And it looks you, because you keep looking forward, but then kind of like side looking at him like, what? What you say? And the boy just going, cheating. He was like, all right, man.
There's a whole moment when Fred was saying something and like, you didn't even look at me, you just look at the camera, Dad in the camera, he's like,
listen to my conversation.
Yeah. You look at Dad in the camera and he just kept making little comments, he's like,
I wasn't part of it.
No. He was like,
you're taking this call.
Right? He was like, I ain't even looking at you, bro.
What was your favorite part of the whole experience? Or your favorite scene, whatever it is?
My favorite scene?
Or your favorite question? Your favorite conversation?
When I tell you JD gave me a cup of rum and sipping on in front of the camera, I watch every episode sweating because I don't know what I said.
I think that was all us though.
I watch every episode.
Just like, oh God.
Because me and Mo came there wet, and then we continued to get. It was one conversation we was having. I was going on one spiel, and Mo was like, "That's deep." I was like, "No, it's not." But I ain't really sure what I said. It was something about God and Christianity and something, and I was just mumbling. I was blind. Huh?
Speaking in tongues.
Something musty, boy. And I still ain't sure. I was so embarrassed by that. Yeah, I was shit. You don't get no flack or backlash from that you said though.
Nobody know me.
He's like, you don't get it. I said he bad now. He just put his name out. He's like,
damn it. Listen, Jamal's a figment of our imagination. You know, he ain't even here right now. I don't even want y'all to sleep. Like he rolls in like he's literally the most low key person I have ever met in this life. Like you see him when you plan to see him. When he plans to see you. And other than that, he's a ghost. He's a figment of your imagination,
Oh.
but he checks in.
Oh, we need to have a Jamaal versus Cosmo then. That'll be the quietest podcast ever.
Not if y'all talking.
Jamaal versus Cosmo.
Y'all be talking comics.
We just nothing but
No,
like
but if you
weird,
put rum-
weird
if you put-
sentences.
I feel like if you put rum in that system, like it'll be lit.
No, I don't.
It'll go
I
on a-
don't
it'll
give
go
them
on a
rum.
spin.
I want them sit in front of a camera and just stand and just have Cosmo ask him questions. I just watch him not say nothing.
I personally want to add. The rum aspect of it because after I saw Cosmo DJing wet by the creek that one time.
Yeah.
Listen to me. I can need to see the two of them going back and forth at it like that. I can need it.
I
can
need it.
I just watch them warm up. Like
I
just
just-
start dead quiet, and by the end just be like, play another thing, you know.
You know what?
'Cause they
No,
could be
I think
outside.
I found it. If Cosmo's DJing, if Cosmo start playing like deep house, it's a wrap. They there. See, he already approving.
Look.
Oh, y'all zoning.
He already proven.
Y'all
Oh,
zoning.
boy.
Like
Oh, boy.
if Cosmo start playing
Some
some deep
Calvin
house,
Harris.
oh, it's a wrap.
He about to pull out the glow sticks.
In a minute.
He's like, where did you even get them from?
There you go.
You are you're an onion, sir. Okay.
I ain't gonna hold you, but I went through a year, a deep house. My collection is nasty. I forget your name of your boy. Not Calvin Harris. It's another dude. Anyway, I get it later.
Avicii.
No, it's Stevie Aoki.
Marshmallow.
No, white boy man. He
Skrillex.
no, he's do the.
He just called off the holiday. I'm like, okay.
Y'all keep talking. I can find it. Go. Mo, say things.
All right, so we had already asked you before if you were getting more kind of like popularity or people noticing you places or whatever else, and he was like, "Wait, nobody know me, babe. I don't. It's all the same."
Cascade. Cascade. Y'all done mess with him. Good stuff. Kaskade. It's good stuff. Yeah, that dude nasty. Check him out. Sorry, pardon me.
No, that's fine. I just I don't even know who these people are. I don't need no speech. I don't know what's happening right now. Anywho,
I went through a whole techno phase. It was
so
weird.
I'm gonna have to be honest with you. I've been getting a lot of questions about whether or not you're single.
Oh, let's kill the bed.
So
Shh.
would you like to address
Silence in the house.
the persons who would like to know if Mr. Red Shirt is available?
Are you supposed to look at this?
Yeah, see a camera right here. You can.
That's your camera.
Yeah, right here. Uh-oh.
Says this thing on.
All right, so I see we had answered that question. Well, I tried. I tried, okay?
Right.
One thing with this anomaly boy, he can write
This
this right
is
back
why
into
the
non-existence.
podcast with him and Cosmo work. If you ask us that same question right now, are you going to be define single?
You know that.
What you mean by single? I mean, I'm
know
here.
that.
I mean, I am
So
an
when
individual.
you say single, like you mean
I mean,
in
well,
what?
technically, I am married and I was born alone. Okay, Cosmo.
I mean, but if I have to fill out paperwork for it, I'm technically.
Cosmo's going to get granular. Cosmo's the type, like, on his wedding day, to having to hold to death to his part. I mean, what would be the timeline on that?
Death.
Yeah. Like,
So when you say death, does death spiritually count?
Cosmo can wonder on which timeline.
yeah.
Like,
Continuity.
Continuity. It's always about
You
continuity.
may kiss the bride, but her name is Charlene. It's not bride. So oh my God.
Cosmo, we love you. We
Oh,
love you,
no.
Cos.
I love Cosmo to that.
We
Yo,
love you,
Cosmo's my
Cosmo.
boy, but know your boys,
We do.
though. Know your boys. What you doing?
Somebody said, only because I'm watching this live feed, I even believe this dude in the studio with y'all.
I told y'all he's a figment of our imagination.
He's like, I literally had to come watch because I was like, what?
This
What's
dude is
happening?
a ghost.
I ain't lying though. He's the inspector deck of the group. Like he's the most dangerous because he have all the information probably on all y'all.
Yes.
You have all the information on
others.
all your
All
day.
others.
If you start telling it over, your same friend group,
All others.
it over for you. See? Now you
It's
think
the smile.
They didn't get rid of me if they know. I like being around.
You already. Ooh, I'm gonna do something. All right, well listen, Gap, y'all need to bring him back for season 2, no, JD.
Well, we
Low key.
definitely have this
I
thing to
mean,
do.
No. Like bring him back.
Stars.
Bring him back, like just to react to the videos they already shoot.
I technically
Like
want to
little
do that.
inserts.
Right.
I
Instead
want
of
to
him
do that
being like,
with,
huh?
I technically want to do that with all of you, like react to season 2. But I feel like Jamaal would be perfect for like a remake of like a Bahamian silent library.
Yeah.
That would actually
Remember
work.
that?
That would actually work.
Like he would win.
Yes.
Like he would kill it. Like he would have to end up being the host of it very quietly, but like he would have to be the host of it because he's too good at it.
Put him and Cosmo on for season 2. Keep asking questions. Watch Cosmo be granular. Watch him just give you a bar and get out of it, and like just for every topic.
I think that's it there too.
That's it there.
He chooses his lane and he just goes.
Either him and Cosmo, or him and Miss Margaret. you gotta be one of them.
Margaret.
You gotta be one of them.
Miss Margaret. Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, now I go to the finale of this because I'm going to enjoy this. Any shout outs? Anyone to say hello to?
Oh, shoot, I didn't study for this. I didn't go through my contact. I guess I mean my IBS knows where I work. I guess my name.
You put your business out there?
It ain't my business.
Well, you now know where to find Jamaal.
Ladies,
You
gotta
can
go
go
back
ask him
after
in
this.
person.
he'll be the guy not saying anything.
I guess everybody.
All right.
Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna make a profile about him. You're gonna learn everything about him.
You don't know.
He's very very smart. He's an engineer. We'll get into it.
The fact that you don't even know. Like you sitting there telling him what he is, he's like, that's not true at all.
He's like,
That's not true.
Tommy from Martin. Like, what?
Exactly.
Like,
We're just selling him. We're selling him off.
You ain't got no job, Jamaal. And based on your outfit, you could have like 4 jobs. I'm so
swear.
confused.
I
don't know if he's an
Is he
engineer
fishing? Golf course?
or a rich white
happening?
man or like a. Like, I
Is he
don't
working at a
know.
marina?
That's how rich white dudes are dressed.
I'm telling you. I spotted the Columbia shot. He walked out. I was like, I'm getting boat. What's happening? I don't know.
He could be a boat captain or a homeowner on the Eastern
With the
Road.
soft, sensible tennis shoes. I don't know. And the soft.
I mean, my current was off. I mean,
We gotta head out. 103.5.
You staying around? You sticking around for overrated versus underrated?
okay.
Okay.
You're tuned into Unfiltered with Pop. I
too
collect.
easy.
Grab yourself a collect like the Davis Fees. When we come back, we'll have our overrated versus underrated. Y'all don't go anywhere. He's did it. It wasn't me.
More just music, folks.
He always sounded like a slave. He always sounded like he'd been through tribulations.
Very Negro spiritual. Very
Yeah.
Anthony Hamilton is
And
that.
he's so light skinned to be singing like that. Jesus.
Very Anthony
You
Hamilton.
gotta chill.
You're locked and loaded into Unfiltered, folks. Of course, we are powered by Click. Right now, it's time for a little overrated versus underrated, brought to you by our good friends at Money Max. Money Max, of course, is all about helping you put your time and money to the max. Simply download the Money Max app today from the Google Play or Apple App Store. Load your digital wallet and get ready to make life a little easier for yourself, right? And we're standing on 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. And in fact, you can make all of your payments from one place, one time. You can even send money to a family, friend, or loved one via the app. If for whatever reason you can't get the app, though, don't worry about it. Money Max has got you covered. Head on down to any Money Max location and stand in one line, one time. Pay all of your bills one shot, all right? Money Max is all about putting your time and money to the max. All right, overrated versus underrated. We are going to pick a topic. You can let us know how you feel about it. You can hit us up on the Facebook Live feed. You can also message us on WhatsApp, 323-777-5. Of course, you can also hit us up in the Unfiltered group or hit up one of us individually too also as well. All right? Today's overrated versus underrated is dining out.
Eating out.
Dining out. I was very intentional in my wording.
Cosmo, how you feel about eating out? I don't know why y'all laughing. Y'all a bunch of children. How you feel about it, Cosmo?
Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay.
That's what it sounds like, yeah. Go on.
No, dining out is overrated to some degree. Eating out is different. Dining out, I like it, but
Swimmingly.
Pardon me. Go on. Go on. Cosmo.
underrated. Final choice.
Okay.
JD, how you feel about it?
Dining out.
We skipping a man? No, we good. All right, go, JD.
I mean, sure you're gonna go dine out now. Just saying. many reasons.
No type fork and knife. Go on. Pardon me. Go on.
Underrated. Sometimes you gotta dress up. Love you too. Sometimes you gotta go and get dressed up. Sometimes you gotta just flex a little bit, you know, kind of go and enjoy something really nice. I think me and Mo were talking about it yesterday. Just like, it's nothing like some good food, like some really like dude care put into it food.
Every single restaurant does takeout. Every single restaurant does takeout.
Then that responds to my first part where I said sometimes you gotta get dressed up. I mean,
that's wrong.
You just don't like shoes.
I was saying you much of a argument.
Like, you really just don't like shoes. Like, you are the barefoot bandit.
I can tell you a story about him that just happened this week.
Oh, jeez.
Please go. What I do?
This boy drove to work, didn't realize he had no shoes on, and had to drive back home for shoes.
Facts. That actually happened on Monday.
What?
Yeah. I didn't.
Nothing.
I typically keep slippers in the car. I forgot to clean my car out, so I walked into the car barefoot as I normally do. Drove all the way here, and I was like, looking for my shoes. I couldn't find no shoes. I didn't even make gym tennis. So I was like, I gotta go drive back. I drive my cousin to get some shoes.
This we always ask for advice for things.
Yeah.
Not y'all. Be specific.
I'm a free spirit.
This y'all king.
This y'all king?
I'm a free spirit.
This y'all king.
I'm a free spirit. Hey,
But yes, underrated.
question: what Jesus had on his foot?
Sandals.
Sandals.
No, he's walking on the water. So when I walk on this water, y'all know on these bars. Let's go.
Anyway.
You better walk on top. You can't swim it in.
Well, hey, we see what sharks doing now. I want some. I good. I'll stay right on land. Right, real about Jamaal.
Dining out?
Yeah.
Overrated. Too expensive. Like, I went to a restaurant the other day. I mean, it was a nice date or whatever like that, but when I got the bill, a cold bead of sweat running down my back. But, yeah, overrated.
You know, I know he's passionate about that. That's the most he has said today. He's like, overrated. Here's why. I was out the other evening. That's him showing passion. He's like, not having it. My turn. Well, I think this is gonna be an easy one for y'all. I know.
Yeah.
No, it's dumb. It's dumb. Like I said, I think it was last week. You only paying for the atmosphere. Half the time the food ain't even good at these. Question: was the food good at the spot?
No.
Thank you. The food is rarely good. You paying?
Y'all need to stop going to bad places.
Y'all paying for dimmers? Y'all paying for dimmers, nice tables and chairs, and like a fancy bar. That's it. It's the same Finlandia. It's the same Stoli. What we doing? Y'all paying for atmosphere?
Drink-wise.
Drink and food. The food is
No,
not that
babe,
good at
you
these
just
spots,
gotta know.
babe.
You just gotta know your spots, and like you gotta know your chefs too. Like that's the thing about it too.
JD, if you don't stop, know the chefs. Stop.
Know your chefs.
Why
if
the
you
hell?
know if you know who runs a
I
kitchen,
don't know
you can
who
tell.
the hell made my Asiago yesterday, and I don't want to know. I don't want to know who made it. I
this is
enjoyed
why
the hell
you
out of that. What you talking about? Know the chefs. Don't cut that out.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Anyone in the room outside of JD, name 5 chefs y'all know in a fine dining establishment. Mo, shut up.
Manda.
Wait, what?
Don't do that.
Name 5 chefs at a fine dining restaurant.
Don't do that.
Y'all don't.
I know Grabo. She down at the Island House, one of the restaurants at the Island House. Mo, your food truck got his restaurant.
No, it doesn't.
We can use Mo anyway.
I had one.
I mean, just because. And then I know Chef Steph. She works in different restaurants. And then I know Lisa at the Count Bar right there on Fire Trail Road. Surely that's 5.
Ask the accountant.
Was that 5?
You can't go?
Was that 5? We have calculators. That was 5, right?
No.
What you
Close
mean?
enough.
That was 4?
Yeah.
And number 5 will be Chef Martin Culmer, the Defense Force Base.
Hey, Sean.
I've eaten there before I made.
A lot of people.
You boy. All right.
it.
But no, I think it's overrated. Again, and let me be very clear. I don't want to sound like an a-hole while simultaneously sound like an a-hole. I'll go with you to dine out. I'll go with you to the restaurant. I have to go with you, or else you can make noise and around my head. Because what can happen is, JD, me and Mo going, JD and Jamaal go to the restaurant, have a fine night, and all on Instagram, most of the time to me must be nice. So now I gotta go to the restaurant and fake be happy.
I really want better women for your life.
Honestly,
Me too.
honestly.
Me too. Mo, how you feel about it?
I gotta say underrated. I always like a good experience, and I don't just sit there just for the food. I'm looking at the service. I'm looking at the ambiance built into it. You know, sometimes it's good to not have to think about cooking. By the way, all restaurants do not do takeout. Just throwing that out there.
The ones I need to do it.
I know. But no, and I genuinely like to challenge myself. Like, I go to a restaurant and I look at a menu and I'm gonna order something that I've probably never had before. I'm looking for people who are like testing their creativity. And of course I'm a chef, right? So I get it. I'm probably looking at it from a different perspective, but I go for the whole experience. To your point, however, it really helps when you know your money's straight. Like, you know, like, I hate having to go to a restaurant. I'm like, okay, well, they ain't paying us on time today. I gotta make sure this money here to pay
That
the
happened.
bills.
Sure, listen.
So I should really responsibly only spend $120 max.
I gotta
That's what I
average
should
that
do.
out.
How much?
$120 max
Person?
for me.
For you?
Yes. And so now I'm sitting there going,
What you
well,
ordering, beloved?
50 of that could be my rum. Like, already, I
okay,
gotta
okay,
decide how much
okay.
of that's
Right.
my drinks. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I just have to be like,
100%.
okay, let me kind of allocate. But
That's not a lot.
What?
do you understand? I've spent $120
No, 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 no,
just
no,
on
no, no, no,
drinks.
no, 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 no.
Like, what we doing?
120 in a
people.
relationship is cheap. 120 single is a lot.
On myself?
But that's 120 per person, though, in the relationship.
No, what I'm saying, no. If it was 120, me and you going out and I spend 120 on our food, that's cheap.
No. You spend
Where we
120
going?
on food, what you gonna eat?
I,
Where we going? Where did we go for $120?
I want to know.
Because
I went to brunch with my yoga group the other day, and there were 7 of us, and our bill was like $1,600.
what would you
Yeah,
eating?
I don't know what the bill was. Y'all didn't let me pay. I love you all for that. But yeah,
$1,600 for 6
for
of y'all.
like 6 or 7 people.
Here's
yeah.
the thing, though. Hold on. When women go out in large numbers, though, y'all spend money like drug dealers.
Yep.
Like y'all be another bottle of wine, another shot, girl. You want another one? Got another one. And when men go out, they be like all out. If me calls about him go out, God forbid. If the three of us go out, our checks can be separate, and that can be established early on with no embarrassment. Hey, sweetie, you all together? No, ma'am. That's Jamaal. That's Cosmo. I'm Andrew. Separate them accordingly. And each one of us can spend $60.
No, we don't do that. $60 on what?
Cosmo don't drink that much. I can't
Where
speak to
y'all going,
Jamaal. I know how ice drink.
I want y'all to know, if I go someplace and, for example, I say I having like a steak dinner, my drinks ain't even come yet. My bill already $80.
Why are you being...
Yep.
Hold on, pause. I need to address something right quick, personally, me and you. How much more money are you making than me? Because you out here... No. You out here just picking random food for $120. I out here on something like,
Listen.
I'll have the number 6, please.
The point I just said, the point I just made
would random
was
steak
I gotta
dinners.
know my money right. If I know my money right, I'm going to treat myself accordingly. There's certain things, certain people go and buy jewelry. Some people go and they buy bags. People have things that they spend their money on. People like shoes. I like food and good drinks. So if I know that money hit, I got that little extra money I wasn't expecting. Let me try this $25 cocktail you'll have on there with this bourbon I can never trace again.
God.
I'm getting it.
God bless.
to the place down
God
there.
bless.
I'm getting it
God,
because
you know
I
what?
want to try.
Hey, the Chinese who I serve got smart enough for $12. God bless. God bless. Enjoy your signature cocktail for $25. I can get a
Listen to
bottle,
me.
a 6-pack,
Yes.
a pack of condoms.
And I can do that too. I can do that right the day after I spend the last of my paycheck. Like that's when that's gonna happen. But when this money hit, because I did that little extra job and I wasn't expecting that money, yes, man, I can bust up a $22
Where is your boy
bourbon.
from? You and your money. Where he is? So you can sit Mo down and explain her choices.
Listen to me, you can't take none of it with you. And so if I just work extra hard for that this week,
Might well.
what we doing?
Let me say something to the baby public. Don't mind this crew in here.
Mind you, this is
Mo
after all
got
bills
4
are paid.
jobs. Mo got 4
Okay.
jobs. We might have a whole company with their signature right there. Don't do that. JD has several
That's a nice
jobs.
bill.
This, hold on. This white gentleman over here is perfectly fine.
Who owns the yacht?
Who owns a yacht, clearly, and Cosmo's DJ everywhere. It's fine. I'm the broke person in there, and that's fine. That's fine.
Y'all buy the Drew? Don't buy Drew.
Please mind me.
Don't buy Drew.
Mind the hell out of me.
Drew chooses
100%.
his piece, and that's fine.
100%.
Yeah.
So
My-
what you spend your money on other than thing?
T-shirts
And thing
and hats.
And them t-shirts cost $5 to $6 a piece
And
out of
clearly,
Walmart.
and clearly not enough slippers to always have a pair.
No, the only thing I spend money on, honestly, is technology that lasts.
Yeah.
So after I got the MacBook, the PS, after that, like those things last. So I don't have to worry. And they home. Oh my God, they home. And you know what else free? Home.
No,
Home so
it's
free.
not.
Home
Your
free.
home is free?
Home free.
Well, you know how much BPL is charged? That's why I like coming to work. I shouldn't have free air conditioning and free water.
Yo, Amanda,
Free air conditioning,
I ain't
free
gonna
water,
lie. The
my
free
guy.
waters be hitting them.
I could
I
tell
just have to wait just
and
for
that's
water.
a good water, blue, baby.
Oh, alkaline white.
Oh,
This person says, I'll say underrated. Where'd it go? I'll say underrated, especially when the service and food and ambiance are all on point. But that's also because I tend to do it sparingly and only in the places that are worth it. I'm not dining out more than once a week, unless it's for birthdays or something special. Also, there's a difference between dining out at a nice place versus just eating
Once a
at a
week?
place. They said I'm not doing it more than once a week. Dining out, like eating out.
Yo,
Like, ain't nobody even going once a week. Like, I mean, it's also, I agree 110% that it's really sparingly, and it's really honestly these birthdays, because everybody apparently born in June and July. I'm very upset because my
Shout out to
pockets
July.
were very upset.
Yeah.
there you go.
July was rough.
I had to.
you
I'm a
didn't.
good friend.
Oh, God bless.
I'll be honest. The hardest part for me here, and I'm realizing this tenfold because I just came back from vacation. But what we paying for service over here is not
Terrible.
It is
terrible.
like they don't have no gratuity on their checks over there, and then people going above and
fighting
beyond,
for their
and
life.
they just do it. But like the service, I didn't have not one piece of bad service while I was away. Not one.
But you said this before on the radio too, that,
Yeah.
that our service, our like customer service is like terrible here.
Yo, and like for somebody who like dining for me is important. I know it is when people fighting for their lives on tips. I will tip you out for doing a good job.
Correct.
But I am absolutely not feeling good about giving you 18% of nothing that I work hard for when you sitting there giving me attitude and scratching your head and talking about, well, I never tried a steak. Jesus.
No.
What?
No, but I ain't gonna lie though.
Also, I blame the owners because y'all really need to be doing better about training y'all staff. But that's another thing.
I ain't gonna lie though. A good way to solve all of that with the tips and all that is to stay home and get your bottle.
And here you are.
But here we go.
I just wonder if we ever getting Mojos back on. Some variation of Mojos.
She clearly have the money.
Spotlight.
She clearly have the money.
Cause she out here buying $80.
She clearly have the money. The nails done, the hair did. Hold on, Amanda. Where she's come from? Vegas, correct?
Yeah.
I going to Florida.
And I was
But she
there.
was going to Vegas. Pardon me.
Don't do it.
Pardon me.
Out there
So-
on
so-
private-
so-
he out there on private planes.
So
Don't
what we
mind him.
doing? So what we doing, Mom?
That's what. Don't do that.
Oh,
Don't do that.
oh, don't tell half the story.
Dying like.
You're not gonna answer me then.
What's that?
That
You
played.
deflecting?
Huh?
You have an itch? What's happening?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I was like, I feel hot.
So, let me repeat the question. Are we going to get Mojos or any variation of said restaurant back in the future?
It's all things are possible through Christ.
The Christ you don't believe. Okay.
Which Christ?
The King.
Not that change. Why don't you provide about this music and tune into Unfiltered and Power and collect, grab yourself a collect like today was feasible. Don't forget to go down in the Money Max, save time, energy, and gas to the max. Pay all your bills in one convenient location. That's your phone bill, your water bill, your light bill, all your bills.
Find me the
there.
investors.
Right there at Money Max. I mean, I heard pause. What the name? Pause.
Tell me what it costs.
She's a whole. Y'all better call it. Y'all better call it for the sound of money. Y'all don't go anywhere. We come back with our topic for the day. Don't go anywhere.
Orange Music, folks. 103.5 The Beach. You're locked into Unfiltered. We are powered by Collect, the official beer of the Bahamas. Say it with your chest and the respect that it deserves to also as well. Kindly drink responsibly. It's Mo and Drew in the midday.
I don't know why you do that. There you go.
All right, so I got a question for the men and women in the room and tuned in. There's a video going around with a young lady talking about how men rate your V, or how men rate you too, also as well in general. And it's mostly talking about the idea of body count, and how it is important to men, and it should be important to women. To realize that the amount of men, not only the amount of men, but the type of men that you have on your bedpost, if you will, that you have in your stats, are a large indicator of the quality of V that you have / that you are. So I wanted to get y'all feedback on that. How important is body count, and is it more important to you the quantity or the quality of who you feel like that person was with? I'm asking that on both sides, men and women.
First and foremost, I don't care about your body count.
Same.
I really don't care about your body count. I don't want to know about your body count. I've said this 1,000 times. I'll say it again. I don't want no gal who just come out of some marriage with one dude she was with from she was 12, and now you here with me, and you only used to one penis and one stroke and one this. I'm not into that. I'm sorry, y'all gals born in bed. But if she had a whole journey, as all women should, and she been with 100 dudes, that's not my business. I don't want to know. Now, let me be very, very transparent with this. I don't want to know for two reasons. One, because I have lost count of mine. So it ain't fair for me to ask me how much you got. And then number two, I'm sorry, it does break my belly down a little bit. A little bit. Once you start calling off names, and this is where I want to go to your second point, when you start calling off names, and a lot of those names are in my bubble, is when I'm a little bit affected.
Yeah, that's the only time.
If you could be with 200 dudes, if 3 of them come out of 10th year seniors, I can't message you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I think women need to recognize that. Be careful. I don't care what your body count, but be careful of your body count in bubbles. Because if you run through the whole crew, you don't try to find no husband in that crew.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Because now what? I in your wedding looking at that like, I know exactly how that tastes. I know exactly what that look like. That's awkward.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that, but I don't care what your body count.
Yeah, for me, body count don't matter. Now, to some degree, it matters who. But that's only again if I know and if you're trying to give me that information. But I don't need to know that. That don't matter to me. As long as it was consensual, safe, and that don't matter to me. If I like you, and we can do this anyway. So
can I add something too before you go off? It's certain dudes I also can't follow.
Yeah,
It's certain dudes I can't follow. If you've been with a dude who is a super goon, who I know is super problematic and super stupid, I'm not following that guy.
Yeah.
It's certain dudes who name you can't call, like homeboy who was talking about earlier, who can't keep no job. I can't. The minute you say his name to me, I'm like, God bless. I can't. I personally can't message you because what time you was on where he could have gotten them draws. If he could get in, anyone could get in. That's my angle, but that's me.
I feel similar. Like certain people, I just don't need you to call. Don't call them names.
Sean says,
because I ain't doing
women with 5 kids have good vagina.
Hey, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
Thanks.
I feel like he's trying to give a fun fact every day.
No, but that was a fun fact though.
Jay. Go ahead.
So I grew up with primarily male friends, so I have no interest in learning your body count because I know that dudes just do it for less. The bar is very low, and so all I can do if I know that number, or even if you don't, is upset my own soul. So I don't need to know that. And plus, nobody could find my whole facts anyway. Like when you're out the country, nobody could find your whole facts anyway. So it's like nobody really on that run either. Now, to Cosmo's point on the Cosmo and Drew's point on the quality of what it is that you've been with, though, that is having me questioning some things, especially if you were in relationships. Now, if you just was hitting certain qualities, like I said, dudes just do it for less. But like if you were in relationships with some things that just didn't make sense, sorry to that man. Yeah, the quality, the bar is just too low, which means you can bring an energy that you think is gonna work for me because it worked for that person, and I ain't into that.
Yeah.
The quality of what you're gonna try and put out for me is gonna be trash. And I ain't your friend. I literally, I am very vocal about some things. So I will cut you down quick. And it ain't to be spiteful, but it's just to say, like, yeah, that's ain't for me.
Yeah.
That ain't my energy.
It ain't personal.
That ain't my energy.
So I have I don't personally care about body count either, to be completely honest. But I do look at the quality of who you were just dating. Like, you ever look at like their ex and go, oh, no, baby, you got me mixed up. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you ever looked at who came right before you, or a couple of people. Now, I don't mind if I see like an evolution. Like, if you be like, yeah, I used to date this guy when I was like 19, whatever else. Okay. And then like the dude you dated 25 was like a little bit better. And then the dude you just finished dating is like, you know.
I love evolution. It shows growth.
Right. But if I looking at you and like you keep dating the same stupid gals over and over again, and now you looking at me like, no, but for real, I want good things. I'm gonna be
Hey,
like, I'm.
Leave me out of this. leave me out of it. I ain't say a word to you this whole segment. Why you pulling me into this?
First of all, that sounded like your conscience. I was not thinking about you. I was not thinking about you when I said that. I was just giving a genuine example. Like if I know you always were like the same type of girl, or I see that you kind of have a pattern, it kind of makes me go, okay, well, either you see that in me, or like, am I the experiment? Am I like the way off the track? Like,
No,
and I don't,
so.
and I don't like feeling like the experiment.
Yeah, like I
because
don't know.
No, oh.
So I do look at like the quality or what you were dating to an extent, but not so many how many.
Shout out to this person in the WhatsApp. They said, talking to me in Cosmo. So y'all really would wife a woman with 100 bodies. Here's the punchline. I ain't asking. Now, if 100 bodies show up to the function, and be the hands for hunger and 100 dudes in here you've slept with, yes, that's extremely problematic to me. That's my belly breaks it down. I'm throwing up, but I'm not asking. If me and JD start going today, no part of me laying down, drawing the map of Garden Hills on her chest, talking about. So JD, I mean, and you can be honest, you ain't gotta lie.
Wow.
How much guys you was with? Like, how much guys you was with since like you lost your virginity? What I look like doing that?
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
There was a whole argument
I don't
happening
wanna
over
know.
this in the Unfiltered group. I don't know if that's AJ, but I wish he was present right now. Because he was going very strong on this, y'all got to stop, men got to stop using this cop-out of, I don't need to know of whoever it was, whoever came before me. Y'all have the right to know, you should ask questions, because sex is an exchange of energy and all these other things.
Agreed, but if a person doing what they have to do at the end of each relationship, it don't matter no way, because they still giving you the person that they are.
I mean,
I'm not speaking from some progressive liberal standpoint. I'm not speaking about ideology. That's a woke nonsense. I've done this before, and I almost lost my damn mind.
Listen to me. What is that going to do? What does it do for you except for disrupt your peace?
I tried to telling y'all, no one more honest than them white Canadian gals. I asked this guy, I was laying down. This first time I ever asked a gal this, laying down, because I slept with her the first night. So my wheels was going. So I was like, man, how much dudes you like did this with before? She was like, one night after sex. She goes, those are two completely different numbers. I was like, pardon me? What? And of course, I didn't like the gal. So now I have to make this decision. So like, I remember saying that, yeah, give me the numbers. So she was like, this year, probably like 30 guys. Cold, to my face. Beloved, it was April. What? From January to April, you run through 30? But here's the thing. Right now, that girl is not a neurosurgeon, cardiologist in Nova Scotia with a husband, and she literally has a house husband.
Yeah.
And like her two kids. One Nigerian dude living their best life. You think he care about them numbers? So asking was a mistake on my part. I learned that the hard way.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. It don't, in no way, shape, or form does it matter. Like, don't tell me. I don't need to know that. If I like you, I like you.
Yeah.
Let's just do what we doing. This is my time now.
Now let me read this person's fact. So let me read this person's comment, because I think it speaks directly to that, right? So they said, y'all stay using this as a cop out. Ask these gals who they been juicing! Exclamation! Sex is a spiritual exchange too, son. Stop letting this generation fool y'all with this crap. Her body count does matter because it gives you an idea of her sexual tendencies. Who she has sex with does matter because that's another person that has a spiritual connection to that woman. You go marry that woman now and wonder why her baby daddy or the drug dealer she was dealing with before you sending you death threats and floating around your house. It matters. I'm not saying it determines who she is, but it could tell you a lot about who she is and who you gonna have to deal with.
He's not wrong on several
Question.
points.
I have one.
He's not wrong on several points.
At what point was that person just missing this person? At what point did that person just say, you know what, I think I messed up a good thing. I want to go back or try my hand at this thing again. At what point does that happen? Why does everything have to go down that road?
Well,
to me.
Well, no, to his point, though, I low key do want to know about the drug dealers you dealt with.
Yeah.
I want to know about the criminals you dealt with. You know why? Because I know if I'm
And
in
again,
harm's way.
I think that goes back to the quality more than the
Yeah,
quantity.
I agree, yeah.
So I think when he's saying, he's saying this idea of body count, but I don't think it's about how many. I think it's who.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I
agree.
mean? And that's where you have the conversation. That's why you have to get to know your person. I'm going to want to know about your ex. I don't need to know all the information about your ex, but I definitely want to know who you was dating before me. I definitely want to know why it didn't work. Like, you know what I mean? Those are basic questions I'm going to ask. And I feel like if you go into this, I don't want to know nothing about her past. You was a donkey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
you are.
Facts.
Yeah,
You
you
see what I'm
are.
saying? Like,
Facts.
I need to know the kind of decisions you make.
So you gotta know just how much to ask, though. You just gotta know how to ask the questions and what questions to ask. Because one thing you're gonna do is you're gonna set off your anxiety by asking the wrong question and getting the answer that you don't like, and it's gonna send you on a spiral. Because now you have to psychologically, for the people who are overthinkers, and for me in particular, now it's gonna send you on a spiral of, I wonder why so many. I wonder what exactly was the thing that caused this. Were you? Is this you acting
But
out?
also, what's the number you're going to hear that's okay? Because
Exactly.
we grown AF at this point. Like, you just sitting there hoping like you can just hear, well, 3, my high school sweetheart, and then a blah, blah. Like, which,
Like, where do we live?
What's a number that's going to be okay for you?
Cosmo, what did J. Cole say about this?
You double it and then add 1.
Exactly.
I mean,
Shout out to this person. I have a lot of comments. It's a very hot topic, apparently. Shout out to the person. Someone versus this. For me personally, the body count resets on January 1st of every year. So everyone starts back to 0. Someone else said, "Eyes asked to be honest. I like mine's a little hoish." Me too.
I mean,
Listen, I asked you all 2 questions. Was the last time you've been in love? And did you go on a hoes journey? You'd be like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. 2019, that was my year, boy. Bet I don't want to know nothing else for 2019. Shout out this person that says only graveyard, just keep body count. Facts.
Okay.
I using that in a sentence today. Someone else said never ask because it doesn't matter, but you can tell a lot from their past relationships. And as a man, when it comes down to it, she will show you where her head is at. Facts. And if her head game is good, 2 to 1, she be enough dudes to where it got great.
And here we go.
2 more. She says these guys wouldn't even say their true body count. Exactly. They'll tell you 6, and it's always be 6. So they make sense asking that. Yo,
Double it and add
the
2.
amount of women who volunteered, like, and I remember like 4 or 5 guys, I think, before my husband, like 2 other guys in high school. You 52, cut it out.
I know you lying.
You lying. And last but not least, this guy says, why do men ask this question? Do men let women know how many women they sleep with? We don't. Well, the women men sleep with may be crazy. So spiritually, it goes both ways.
Yep.
Knowing is one thing, but judging because of it is another. And I agree with him wholeheartedly.
Shout out to this person says, I agree with JD. Having been around men my whole life, I don't want to know the number or the who if I don't have to. But of course, these islands are small. Yeah. So I'll say sometimes who does matter. If your most recent ex was problematic, I don't want it. Yeah. If you was with someone recently who I know has an STD, for example, and this is based on a true story, I can't do it. No.
I ain't gonna hold you to. The next question has to be, what era of my life was I in? The body count for me from 01 to about 2011, my Canada is
that decade right there.
The white girl era. Oh my God, I've lost count of that.
Yeah.
The Nassau though, I can count on my 2 hands. Literally, I count on my 2 hands what went down in Nassau.
Oh,
but,
I can definitely count on my 2 hands the people
no
that slept
facts.
in Nassau.
But
sorry, on 1 hand actually.
On 1 hand.
But
yeah,
but
in Nassau, absolutely.
But Canada, where the only requirement was to be black and alive, boy, like we was running through them.
Yeah.
So I don't know what them numbers is. And you have women who have traveled and ain't that. Let me tell you something now.
Shout out to Charles, like, go looking for ghosts, you can find them.
Thank you. Ain't nothing worse than a Bahamian woman who been abroad for a long period of time, JD. Because these guys is come back on something like, girl, I had fun, you know.
Do you know me like that?
Tallahassee was everything. And
You know me like that?
Yo, no, I'm not saying you.
Don't look for ghosts. Please don't look for ghosts.
Talk Anatole. Talk Anatole. So no, but real. Listen, Mo can vouch for this. I've been saying this for years. Y'all think these bad gals or the gals who have the best head game or this game or that is these ghetto girls. No, it's these well-traveled women. Because they was with a Nigerian who had a broom on him. They was with a white boy who's in some freaky garbage. And they come back here with all them skills. That's like playing the Batman game and you get all the skills. or like playing Call of Duty, and you start off with all the guns.
Levels unlocked.
Oh yeah, all their levels unlocked.
God mode activated.
God mode.
Oh,
Yo,
God.
so much guys walking around here with no tattoos, 2 earrings, in high heels and a skirt, and they in God mode. Their sloppy game is excellent with a master's degree. Be respectful. That's all I'm asking. Don't mind, Mo. Y'all see this, Mo? Boarding school? Boy, oh boy. Boarding school?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
What the white boys do you?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
What mark do you?
Unlike you, Drew. I prefer to stick to the rivers and lakes.
Thanks.
Freeport drug dealers.
No.
What do you
New York stand up. New York was a great time. Listen, all I'm saying is,
Every
Beautiful.
borough.
Beautiful.
all I'm saying is,
Between New York
Taste
and
the rainbow.
Between New York and Elutra, you could tell these stories before we end this whole show.
Luther.
Before Unfiltered is done, I'm gonna hear what happened in Elutra and New York.
Boy, I don't know.
Yeah, you do. That's the problem.
I don't know.
1035 the people that just music you do to Unfiltered with Power by Click. Grab yourself a Click like the day was feasible. Don't forget we got the Gapseed family on for the entirety of the week. So we're gonna have who?
Foots and Randy tomorrow.
Okay.
So Foots and Young Randolph are going to be in the building tomorrow. So you all are going to want to be here for that. And the Sound of Money. So please, I hope you all paying attention to the nominations and the totals to hear what they aren't. So when y'all call tomorrow, y'all can have a closer guess to what they are. All right, calls will coming to burn down the way y'all know how you do. This has been Drew.
Just move.
We will see y'all tomorrow. Don't forget we are powered by Collect. Grab yourself a Collect like today was feasible. We are out.